Right, good afternoon folks. I'm saying good afternoon because it is the afternoon. It's Friday the whatever it is, 23rd of November I think it is, and I'm on a half day's holiday. Hence the reason I'm doing this a wee bit early. So yeah, it's not going to be a long waffle. I've just had a quick look at the last couple of waffles, and there doesn't appear to have been any questions asked. So it's just a wee update on kind of what's been happening as regards to the kind of channel. I'm delighted. In fact, I'll go in right now and tell you exactly. I have now got the final total from for monies raised on the back of the 12-hour live stream. The last couple of things I had to get was Bill Harbison very kindly donated a couple of games signed by him good self, which were they were up for auction, and massive thanks to wee Bob who bought both of them. That was great. And finally, Paul Amos, I don't know why I'm looking there, I should be looking there because that's where the camera is. Paul Amos very kindly donated an Oliver Frey art book, which Lewis bought as well, so that raised an additional, I think, 80 quid, something like that, 85 quid, which was awesome. So let me have a quick look. What I've been doing is every penny that's been paid in PayPal and into my account, I actually opened up a specific bank account. So yeah, there we go. As of today, the full total raised is £1,527.36. I have no idea where the 36 pence came from. I think that's come from some people paid via PayPal and they didn't use friends and family, so it takes a wee fee off. So 1,527 quid is excellent, which is going to be, let's see, what did I say, 1537 or 1527, doesn't matter. It means that each charity is going to get 768 quid, which is brilliant. Now, probably next weekend I'm going to go to Spark, which is one of the local charities we raise money for, and I'm going to hand over a wad of cash to them. And the second one, the one that is for vulnerable women who've been, subject to domestic abuse, whatever. I've actually been invited to their Christmas party, which is really nice of them. So that's on, I think it's is it the 15th or the 8th of December? I can't remember. It's like it's in the first couple of weeks in December. So I've been invited to a Christmas party, and they've asked me, because I was going to go along, in fact I was going to go along this weekend and hand over the money, but they said no, could you leave the money until the Christmas party and you can hand it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my photograph taken, handing the money over to both charities. So yeah, that's absolutely awesome. People have been saying to me, when's the next 12-hour live stream? Don't hold your breath. Apart from anything, I think if you do these things too much, then people get bored. Yeah, you do. If you have too much of something, a good thing, then it does get a bit boring. Plus the fact it's an absolute bollock to arrange. When I was going to do the 12-hour live stream, it was originally just going to be me playing games, and then it grew arms and legs, and it turned into what I personally think is my finest ever video. That plus the first one, which was done in 2020. So, will I do one again? I hope I do. Is it going to be anytime soon? No. Probably looking at 1-2 years time, something like that. Hopefully get more people back in again. Some of my my celebrity friends. Talking of one of them, John here. He or his company, is it Tower Studios? I think it is. They released Sociable Soccer, which, whilst I'm not saying is sensible soccer, because obviously the funny thing is, sensible soccer Yeah, this is a weird one. Sensible Sensible Software license was bought by Codemasters. Codemasters was bought by Infogram, and Infogram was bought by EA. So EA, them folk that do EA football or whatever the hell they want to call it now, they actually own the Sensible Software brand, which is mental. Yeah, but Sociable Soccer, it's a game which I would think John Hare would probably be the first to admit it's like the spiritual successor to Sensible Soccer. Somebody asked them, said, "Oh, it's not as good as Sensible Soccer," and John's reply was, "Well, I wouldn't expect it to be, because Sensible Soccer was one of the finest video games ever," and I would totally agree with them. I bought the game. I mean, I bought it in beta about, I don't know, 3 years ago, and then they kind of left it for about 2 years. They went away to work on the sort of mobile platform, but then over the last 2.5 years, they've been working on this game, and yeah, I for one love it. I think it's a great game. The difficulty is slightly easy. Maybe, well, that's not technically true. It's not too easy. But the first kind of few leagues you play in it is very, very easy. The one flaw that I can see, now I don't know whether that's going to get better, is the goalkeeper skill level. They're pretty pish. You can quite literally hit the ball towards the goal, and they'll 3 times out of 4 they'll let the ball in. So hopefully they'll work in that. I know they did release an AI update earlier this week to kind of address the sort of the easiness, or make it slightly more difficult. It's quite funny because there's a Discord channel for Sociable Soccer, and there's been a couple of I had an issue. I've been playing it on my Steam Deck and on the PC. I had an issue where I couldn't get it to work in the Steam Deck, and I was going to go to Discord and sort of not complain about it, but say, "Oh, I've got this problem." I thought, well, let's go to the horse's mouth. Why don't I just message Don directly? So I've been messaging him every day this week. Actually, he's probably getting fed up with me with a few things that I would like to see change. One of them, and it's my pet hate, and I've no idea why companies do that. At the moment, to play that game, you need to be online. You need to have a live internet connection. Now, I get that if you're going to be playing online, of course you're going to need an online connection to play online. But to play the single game, why do you need to be online? Now, I messaged on that last night, and he said he totally agrees, and it will be something they'll be looking at, because being able to play it on a Steam Deck is great. The whole point of something like a Steam Deck is it's portable. So if you're on a bus journey or on a train, whatever, you want to be able to play it, and you can't because you need an internet connection. So yeah, there's a few things that I've been going back and forward to John with, and hopefully they will look to address that. So that's pretty much what I've been playing. I've also been playing my Powkiddy RGB 30, whatever it's called. It was Bill Harbison that got one, and I thought I'm going to get one as well. Loving it. I've got a lot of handhelds, and for one reason or another, there's always things that kind of stop me playing it. One of the biggest things, and it's a first world problem, it's you go to use something and it's not charged, and you go to look for the charger and you can't find it, so you don't play it. Now that applies to lots of things like my Oculus, MetaQuest 2, whatever they're calling it now, numerous handhelds, even laptops, even this thing, I'm recording this on my iPad, even this. So yeah, you go to use it and it's bollocks, it's out of charge. Whereas bring back the good old days of non-environmentally friendly batteries, you could bung a couple of double A's and away you went. But now you've got to plug things in and wait for them to charge and all that crap. But this Powkiddy thing is brilliant. I mean, yeah, you've got to charge it. The screen is glorious. It's a completely square screen. Things like the Game Boy, and there's even things like Game & Watch. It's like if you're going to have the ultimate screen for a Game Boy game, that is it. It is beautiful. So, and it's 60 quid or something. It's an absolute steal. You know, if you want a non-expensive ultimate portable, go and get it. I did a video showing it, you know, last week or this week I think it was. So go and check that out if you're so much as interested one iota. I have got a few videos up my sleeve. I've actually got, I think I've got 4 videos that I've recorded. One, yeah, they'll be coming out over next week. I will hopefully be along on Sunday, as always, for my my live stream. I hope you enjoyed the Nice and Nasty podcast with Mr. George Cropper. George he's a lovely guy, you know, and the thing is, he's a Marmite character, absolutely. George is the first to admit that he's a Marmite character. Love him or loathe him. But you know what? He's utterly unique. He is to the video game scene what the Sex Pistols was to music. A breath of fresh air. He's not afraid to call people out, and I think that's wonderful, because I've got my own thoughts about things, but I'm not as outspoken about it because, you know, George doesn't care. The funny thing was, when we're recording the podcast, George did say that because he's been banned from YouTube, if anybody features him on YouTube, they could technically lose their channel. And I think during the podcast I'm like, whatever, bring it on, you know, let's see what they're going to do. But I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, that's probably a bit stupid, because I've been at this malarkey for 13 years, not 13 years, 11 years, and it would be pretty stupid to risk having my YouTube channel done away with because I've got George's video on it. So it's a podcast, so you can listen to it, and that's, you know, I was going to put it on YouTube, and I thought, nah, probably a wee bit daft doing that. So I will have other Nice and Nasties lined up. If anybody wants to come in it, just ask. You know, it's not all about having people that are well known. There's something nice about just featuring people who are not well known, just friends, people that watch the channel. It's nice to hear other people. It gives them an outlet to talk. It's always good to hear of games that you've never heard of and games that you want to avoid because they're crap. So yeah, if you want to be a guest on the Nice and Nasty, excuse me, then just ask. I don't bite, honestly. Hang on a little second. Anything else? Can't think. Yeah, I've spoke about the 12-hour live stream. I've spoke about sociable soccer. That's kind of pretty much it, folks. I've not really got anything else to talk about. I didn't do a waffle last week because I was too tired. And yeah, as I've alluded to many times, it's a hobby. It's nothing else. If you're not feeling it, then don't do it. And you know, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I want to talk about. Oh, the last thing. Oh, by the way, before I forget, because I've now all the money's been finalised, I will tomorrow. I'm going to be signing the baseball caps, which were bought for the live stream, and I'll be getting them posted, and I'll also be getting Colin Jones's DS and baseball cap posted out. I do have one final baseball cap, folks. Now, come on, I spent £5 buying this. Please, somebody take it off my hands. I will write my name in it, whatever. Please, somebody give me £5 for it. That's what I paid for it. You know, it's not any good to me. I was hoping that, you know, they were all going to go. So I've got one baseball cap left. I'll quite happily write whatever you want in it. not a problem. Somebody take it off my hands, because I bought it and it's now sitting in my room. I can't do anything with it, and it's £5 more that could go to charity. So please, somebody take it off my hands. If you want it for £5, if you want to be extra generous, give me the £10 that was original price. If you want to be mean, then give me £5. But somebody take it off my hands and I will get it posted. So yeah, that's going to happen. I'll get them sent tomorrow. There are going to be, if you're a darts fan, you're not going to want to miss a couple of videos that I'm going to be doing with Lacosa coming up. We're going to be doing one probably in the next couple of weeks, and then we're going to be doing a live commentary of the final, whenever that is. It's going to be, is it early October, early January, or is it middle of December? I don't know when it is, but yeah, I've got these coming up. What else was I going to say? I will, as always, have my my annual Christmas video with Lawn Boys Post 1975, because that's the law. You have to have it. Anything else? Don't think so. So listen, folks, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks as always. I've picked up quite a few new subscribers over the last sort of month, on the back of doing the nice and nasty, on the back of doing the 12-hour live stream. So that's been great. So thanks very much to everybody that's just joined the channel. I know it's Larry Bundy Jr.'s even subscribed. So hi Larry, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. You have eventually saw sense and came across to the Jedi side. If you want to come on, Larry, it'd be wonderful. In fact, yeah, I think that would be that. I think lots of people would love to know what you're taking it. So Larry, if you're watching this, give me a shout. We'll get you on the Nice and Nasty podcast. Yeah, I will be along on Sunday, hopefully. Usual time, 7 o'clock till 9. As always, folks, have a great weekend. And finally, thank you very much for watching.